The information discussed on Talkin Money with Jeff Tarbell is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no responsibility is assumed for inaccuracies. No statement made on this broadcast should be construed as a specific recommendation of a particular investment product. Views expressed are those of the speakers and do not necessarily represent those of CBS Radio. Use only as directed.
Smiles, everyone. Smiles. And prepare yourself for...
Show me the money!
Ladies and gentlemen, the radio broadcast experience designed to keep your wallet in top condition. It's Talkin Money with Jeff Tarbell.
Talkin Money. Talkin Money. More money, more money, more money.
And now entering the studio, your guru for fiscal fitness, Jeff Tarbell.
Is your mom in?
Here we go. How you doing? That is the sound of motocross.
Yes.
We may
Loud,
be a little closer this year than we want to be. So we'll see how this works out, Chris. If it gets too noisy down there, during the break we can move back a little bit. We're sitting in relative comfort. Usually I'm outside and the wind's blowing and there's dust in my nose, and now I'm inside and the wind's blowing and there's dust in my nose. So other than that, we are close, and they'll get a break here a little bit too. We're early on. We are out at the Hangtown National 44th annual motocross event. And I always say every year, I can predict the weather on this day. It's either going to be a downpour or 106, and I'm wrong this year. It's about 80 degrees. It's going to be a gorgeous day. The hills are already filling up. So if you are not aware, Hangtown is only a one-day event this year. It is not a Saturday-Sunday event. So if you're interested, come on out. Come out Prairie City Road and Hangtown at the Off-Highway Vehicle Park and check us out. John, how you doing?
Doing well. I'm just watching the race here.
You're going to have to. So I'm in a moderate, if not complete, near depression. And for those of you that listen to the show for some time will remember, as I was going through my plan to get my airplane pilot's license, my pilot's license, right before I was getting ready to take my final exam on my pilot's license, I slipped on a houseboat at Lake Shasta off the top, and no, I was not drinking. My hands were full, and I shattered my wrist and my hand, so I had to have it all pinned back together, and I mean literally pinned back together. So I never finished my pilot's license exam. So yesterday, I'm out at Folsom Lake, and I'm recertifying myself to scuba, because I used to dive a lot. I mean, a lot. And it was, I worked for the state, and I worked for the aquatic center, so I dove all the time. Not any fun diving. So I got out of diving because it wasn't any fun for me. It was always pitch black water and work. Yeah, this is freezing my butt off, and I couldn't see anything. So I get out to Folsom yesterday, which is identical to how it used to be, freezing my butt off, and I couldn't see anything. And on my second dive, I go down, and I don't know what happened. I sunk too fast or something, and I blew out my left eardrum about 15 feet in the water. Now let me explain to you, so you don't have to do this yourself. This is not something you want to do. What happens when you blow out your eardrum in 15 feet of water when you can't see which way is up is the water rushes into your inner ear canal and your equilibrium goes crazy. And all of a sudden you're not exactly sure where you are, which way is up, and you feel like you want to puke in your regulator, which is the thing that brings you air. So all these things are not good.
I'm not going to try that.
So, and you know you blew your eardrum out because it makes a real squeaky sound and then it pops and you taste water. And you realize, okay, wait a minute, my mouth's not open, and how am I tasting water? It's coming through your ear.
Nice.
So this is the event I had yesterday, my second dive. I didn't get a chance to finish it, and I will now be out of the water for at least 6 weeks. So I went home last night, sucked my thumb, and crawled in the corner of my room and wet my bed because I was just so irritated with myself. And you can only blame it on one person, and that would be me, for not clearing your ears as you're sinking down. So I am frustrated, and I can't hear on my left side. So if you're talking to me on the left and I don't look at you, either you have bad breath or I can't hear you. So I apologize in advance. So
nobody else can hear with all these bikes in the back of us anyway.
What?
So. Huh?
What? But anywho, we got a full show today, I think. 339-1140 if you want to jump in, 1-800-920-1140, or you can text us at 44-1140. Chris just texted me saying you're definitely going to need to move. Okay. So what we'll do during the first break here, we'll take a real short first segment, and we will move back a little bit. We may even have to move outside, so we'll play that by ear. Chris, we might even run 2 segments back to back, and I can move out back a little bit too. So I did see that Facebook is all over the news today. I don't know why, but maybe they came out with a public event, raised a little bit of money. I think it's fascinating to watch the feedback on what Facebook is like now, because they quickly became first they were the darlings of the internet world, and now they're going to be the villain because they're billionaires now, and they're going to be the villains against who we got to fight against. So I look at if you invested in Facebook yesterday at $38 a share, you made 38 cents yesterday. You made 1%. Is that right? Yeah, 1% on your money. All that tells me is that they priced their stock properly. I mean, it didn't go down. So if you're an owner of Facebook, or if you're a shareholder of the original shares, you want to price it at $20 so everybody else can double their money on you, or do you want to get every penny out of it you can?
Get it all you can.
Yeah, they did that too. So I'll tell you what, Chris, we're going to do, because it's getting louder and louder here. Chris, why don't we go ahead and take a first break, and I'm going to find a spot for us to move on the other side of this plastic wall here, get a little bit of a break in the sound, and we'll come right back. And this is Talkin Money. Chris, if you can handle that in the studio there for us, we'll take a quick break. We'll shift ourselves a little bit. We'll come back, take your calls and your questions, and if not, we'll just turn it over to video.
Welcome to Hangtown.
We'll go video only. This is Talkin Money. My name is Jeff Tarbell. We'll be right back.